congratulate the boys and officially give them their real trophies, the real first place trophies. But I don't want to be long and give a long speech or anything like that, but I just want to say a couple things real quick so I like to important, okay? I've been doing it all season long speeches. We just saw me do this right now, boys. I just want to say this as your coach. Especially, I'll say this first to you boys, but it's really about your parents. It's not an easy thing to coach a team like this because we all come together. Most of us don't know each other. We're learning how to get to know one another. And when parents come in, they're watching us, and we're doing the best job we can trying to learn who you boys are, trying to get the very best out of you. But we don't always make decisions that they always agree with. Your parents might think, well, they should be doing that or they should be doing this. But you know what? Your parents made great examples for you young men because all season they supported us. Even if they didn't love what we did, they were always supportive. It seemed like they always encouraged you to listen up to us and do your best. And your parents, really, truly parents, you made this great for us because it's not easy to do this as coaches. It is difficult to balance all the things we're trying to accomplish with these young men. And you really and truly made it easy for us. So thanks for your support of us as coaches and these boys as players. And the final result was obvious. Not just did we win, we won a lot of games. But not just did we have a winning team, we had a team, very little problems. I don't hardly remember ever there being fights among you boys. I mean, and if there was an argument, it was very small. It was dealt with quickly. And you gentlemen, you acted like gentlemen. You treated one another with respect, you worked hard, and you saw the final result was victory. So congratulations for that. Sorry?
3 losses, how many wins?
Well, we lost 3 in the regular season, then we lost, then we tied one in the playoffs, and then we lost.
They're tied, I know.
All right, but I want to ask if the other coaches would like to say anything to their team here. Coach Calvin, Coach CJ, anything you want to say to these boys or to their parents?
Really loved him and enjoyed working with you guys. You guys are a lot of fun to work for. Real privilege, man. Appreciate you.
It is.
Do that.
I don't know, my head hurts from being hit by balls.
Finally, they learned to throw straight and hard, huh?
No, actually, they missed quite a lot. So, guys, this is just the beginning for you. There's a lot more baseball to come. A lot of you guys, this is your first year even in this league. So you're going to move on, and hopefully you can do this again. The rest of you are going to be moving on, and you're going to use some of those arms and start throwing some pitches. It's just the beginning for you. You're going to be learning a lot more baseball and having a lot more fun at it. You're going to have real umpires next year. You don't have to worry about the coaches messing it up anymore. But, yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun all season. It's been a great season, and I just hope it continues for you all.
Well, listen, as we give you these trophies here, I'd really like to call out your name and just tell you something about you that I've observed as a coach, okay? Tell you something good that I've seen in each of you boys. So I'm going to start with Joey Alexander. Joey, come on up here, bud. Let me tell you this.
Hey, Joey!
You as a young man, as a player, let's hold on to that. Early on in the season, I remember this. You would get really discouraged really easy if something went wrong. But you learned as the season went on that, hey, a mistake happened, and you move on, and you try harder. And you made one of the most critical plays in our whole season of the championship game. And you deflated the Pirates' hopes by making that catch on that line drive. Not only that, but at the end there, the way you were hitting the ball, you played great for this team. And you did a nice job, young man. So grab your coach for what you did. Congratulations. You give that to your parents. Don't get it soaking wet. Give it to your parents. All right, Brandon Godfrey, come here. This is the boy full of smiles here, man. A little spark plug. All Brandon needs to do is take a deep breath, and everything seems to go better, you know? He's up there zooming around, everything's moving off of this, but it's just like a nice deep breath.
He needs to hit his balls
ready to
fast.
go. Are you 7 years old? 7 years old, right?
Yeah.
And you rounded the bases 4 or 5 times this year, played great baseball for us, never with a complaint, and always with a smile. Whatever this boy was asked to do, always with a smile and always with courtesy, and what a great teammate and a great player on the team you turned out to be. So congratulations to you, Brandon. Austin Grunder, a rising star, one of our 2 rising stars. Congratulations. Raw skills, Austin. I mean, this boy can play the game. He's an athlete, flat-out athlete. And when you hone in and concentrate, you can do things that very few players on this team can do. And you showed that at the end of the season, and were timely for us, hitting, fielding, and you just played a great season. Congratulations on all these things. Congratulations on all these things. Ashton Moscoso. All right? Don't be upset, players, when I tell him this. Ashton, I want you to know you are my favorite boy to coach on this team. And here's why. Here's why, Ashton. Every time I give you a suggestion or I see your coaches, your eyes are right on your coach until they're finished talking to you. You listen, and whatever you got inside of you, you try to do exactly what they say. And I'll take that over someone who has 10 times as much talent any day. You are a fine young player and a good young man. Congratulations. Justin Franz, get up here, boy. Get up here, slugger. I got to tell him, I remember at the beginning of the season, we were in a game, and I said, Justin, we need you to catch next inning. Remember this? You remember this, don't you? And Justin thought, you know, I don't really want to coach, or I don't want to play catcher, coach, so we're going to have to get somebody else to do it. So where did we go? We went out to the outfield. After the game, him and his parents had a nice talk. He came up to me after the game and asked for my forgiveness. The next game, volunteered to catch, and it's been that way ever since. It's been that way ever since. Whatever we've asked you to do as a player and as a teammate, you've done exactly that with just that expression on right there, that smile right there. Not only that, but you have improved immensely. I mean, by the end of the season, you were a slugger on this team. Just absolutely crushing the ball, as was shown in the championship game. You hit that home run. Congratulations on doing such a great job. Noah Official, young man, I love this boy right here. I love your family. And Noah, you get more out of that frame right there than anybody else. But all of your strength, I think you always pay attention and do your very best. And you know, at the beginning of the season, you had a really hard time being consistent, hitting. And at the end of the season, it was you and Lambros and Zachary that were the backbreaker for the teams we played, of how well you guys hit and played. Never a complaint. Always did your job, and you did it well for this team. And you did a great job. Congratulations to you, man. Lambros, and I need a little help.
Paspalakis. You got it.
Close?
You got it.
Paspalakis. All right, get it up here, Lambros. Did you know, I think this young man, towards the beginning of the season, Dad, I'm not sure if he even wanted to play the game. He was kind of up in the air. I don't think he enjoyed it that much, and he was still trying to figure out what he was able to do. And it was sometime during this season that you really started to hone in. And all of a sudden one day, he decides he asks if he could be catcher. And he gets back there and starts catching baseball, starts throwing off that helmet, starts really concentrating on the game. And all of a sudden, his bat started to pick up. I mean, he was hitting the ball, he's got tons of speed, and really became a key contributor to this team.
You missed his catch with his glove on the ground.
I missed the game when you made that catch. I heard about it. I heard about it.
I'll email it to you.
But you keep playing, okay? Yeah, I knew it was out there somewhere because your dad's always recording everything. So everything.
I wasn't there.
It's all right.
That was the first time I wasn't there.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Thank you.
You did a great job, and I sure do hope you keep playing baseball and growing as a young man. Congratulations. All right, Daniel, did we have any other 6-year-olds on this team this year? Get up here, Daniel.
No.
Daniel Quakel was our only 6-year-old. As you know, Coach Calvin is his dad, and Caleb is his older brother. So Daniel's the handsome one of the team here, right? Daniel's the handsome one of the team. When he came to tryouts, his swing was having trouble. There was raw skills there, but his swing was having trouble. He was having a hard time hitting the ball. And after about 4 or 5 games into this season, this young man becomes our leadoff hitter. Listened to what was told to him, excelled extremely well, maybe was our most consistent outfielder. Every time balls were hit out there, you could almost count on it that Daniel was going to make a play. Always with a good attitude and never a complaint. Congratulations, Daniel. All right, Caleb Quakel, get up here, young man. Okay. If we had nicknames on this team, this one would be the Rock, because this kid at shortstop and always hitting was a rock for this team. And I'm telling you this, Caleb, I know that you're my son Noah's good buddy. You guys go to school together. Look at me when I tell you this. Not only do you play well, but you're a leader in a lot of ways because you never brag, you never treat any of these boys as lesser. You build up your teammates. You work as hard as you can. You do it with a great attitude, and you couldn't ask for a better teammate than that. Congratulations, Coach. Such a great season. Great job. Lucas Malmstead, this is the brains right here, okay? If you need to understand the game, ask this young man because he knows what he's doing out there. He knows what he's doing when his body moves for the baseball. He's got great mechanics. He understands the game in all parts. And that's because him and Dad have been out there throwing the ball around and playing for years. But this, every day, every minute, when it's bedtime. But I'll tell you what, not only do you have a lot of skill, Lucas, but you have a lot of character. You are humble and quiet. You never complain. You always do what you're asked. And when the pressure's on, you are at your very best. And when we were in the playoffs, the pressure was on, and you played some of the best baseball you did all season. I congratulate you, Lucas, for a great season.
Lucas.
Dad, anything else you want to tell this boy? You've already told him.
What's it?
Don't clean your room.
Don't play your room.
Yeah, there was some, I think he left the shoes out or something like that. Don't put them on the shoe rack.
I don't know if I've ever complained.
Well, he must wait till
Everybody
the
loves him outside the house, but inside the house,
They don't get that far. All right, Noah Harsh, get on up here, bud. Come here.
Oh, that's
All
good.
right, so Noah and I have been at this ever since he could pick up a ball. One of the first Christmases in his life, he was 2 years old, okay? And we were decorating the Christmas tree, and we handed him an ornament. Oh, it's over, I'm already telling him. We handed him, and he was only like 2 years old, maybe not even 2. We handed him an ornament, and he says, "What is this?" And we said, "It's a ball, son." He goes, "Oh, a ball?" And takes it and chucks it up against the wall, and it smashes on the side of the wall. I mean, it just shatters. And it was then we were sure this boy was destined to play baseball. I know how much you love this game, but I don't think you love it as much as I love. I don't think you love it as much as I love being your dad and seeing you play. You're a fine boy. It's a lot of fun to have you out here. Congratulations. This is some kind of team right here. Don't ever forget that you were together and played this game, okay? Don't ever forget. We had a great time, and you're going to be congratulated. We thank God, as we always have, we thank God for your success. So congratulations to you, man. Great job, man.
I don't think these guys are ever going to be the team that I don't see how.
This was a special team.
This is not a team that you're going to find.
For Papa. Coach Papa.
Thank you so much, Karen.
Being there.